Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome back to Diablo 2. We are here with Mr. MC Hammer. We're going to kill Mephisto today. I should probably double check that it's on players 1. That would probably be a good thing. Just a hunch here. Just a little bit of a hunch. And I actually forget whether I think I launched it with the right launcher. I have a launcher that's specifically for the seed. If we don't, it's fine. I mean, this is basically just turned into 2 hell runs. So we'll kind of go with that just in general. Now, going through casually, geez, it's gonna hurt like a truck because those guys explode. Oh, got through it. Barely, because the fire hurts as well. But thankfully, this is still normal difficulty, so we don't have to worry nearly as much. And yes, I know my belt is not completely full. That's because I forgot to fill it up and down. We ended up buying a barrel-plated belt just for dealing with, well, more potions. You are the big pain in the ass, so you need to die quickly, especially with that conviction aura on you. But yeah, that's just where we're at. Mana burn teleport, probably better than extra fast, extra strong, but we could kill both of them for potential finds. Like, that's an amulet. That could be way better than replenish life +3. And it is definitely better than replenish life +3, because all resist +6 is orders of magnitude better. Especially considering how low our resists are. So, yeah, we're still taking about 80-something% of the damage. So this is going to hurt like a truck, just fighting him. We're going to have to just go toe-to-toe with him. But I think we can take him regardless. Hey, stop doing... Oh, God. Nope, healing potion. And backing off just a second. Mercenary took a little bit of beating there. But we should be okay now. Mainly because we just took all the charge bolt off of that one. As long as he doesn't do the orb or the charge bolt, we're usually fine, but that point-blank charge bolt hurt like a truck. Light-plated boots, plated belt, haha, we don't even have to do anything with that. Mask and chainmail might be good. We'll go ahead and take the giant sword as well. It's not going to be any better, but we will open the chest here, the cursed chest, the chest that doesn't love me. It's garbage. There's a Raw rune. That's not great, not terrible. If we could get a soul or something like that, we could farm for a bunch of Rawls and get Ort's soul going on. But that is the pretty easy little start there. It's a way better belt than we had. How are we looking on boots? Right now we've got Boots of Thawing versus this, which is definitely better. Armor-wise, honestly, I'm going to stick with our current armor, but hey, we can upgrade our mercenary armor to something not complete garbage. Same for the mask here. I should be letting Kane identify the stuff, but it's fine. It's not going to hurt anything. He's got better resist now. So we've got all this garbage to sell, and we've even got this. We'll let Kane identify that one item. There you go. Identify it. Thank you. Since we're selling all this stuff, it's perfectly fine. I am going to sell the Raw, by the way. That goes in there. And oh yeah, we've got to clean up a little bit to actually pick that up. There we go. And it is not good for us. I mean, it would be good if you were like a barbarian. It's got really low damage boost on it though, so not really ideal, I guess. So, and the reason why I keep the faster cast ring is because whenever we get to Nightmare, it will prove more useful because we are going with Blessed Hammer in Nightmare. Now, since this is being streamed, you guys are staying with me getting the waypoints, so that's gonna be fun. Actually, getting the waypoints isn't too terrible. And as far as the potions go, we'll just fill up on what we got. We should be okay with it. And thankfully, Act 4 is pretty friendly about the repairs. So since I'm doing this live streamy, we're going to be going to the waypoints, and we'll get Iswal along the way rather than going back to pick him up. And we can just run through. We can kill most of the things here. It's normal difficulty. We're level 25. It shouldn't be too bad. We'll run into some issues with the Infernal guys, but we have resists. So, for the most part, the enemies are just going to get trounced by us because we are doing hundreds of damage rather than just, like, bupkis, like usual. Usually by this point in normal difficulty, we do have a little bit of struggle, but not a lot. It's usually whenever we get to Hell that we really have to start worrying about Act 4. Nightmare, it depends on our resists, but Hell, it doesn't matter what our resists are. Unless you have transferred in equipment, you're going to have kind of crappy resists, unless you get lucky with like a good resist shield like Moser's or a good Paladin shield with possibly Rhyme in it. And at least this time we'll figure out where the door to the next area is. I think it's going to be over here on the right because we're seeing those little things off in the distance, but I could be completely wrong. In fact, I think I am wrong. Oh, we are having a terrible time hitting you guys. So let's not bother with them. They'll die on their own to our fire aura eventually. And to our mercenary, too. Our mercenary is just doing his work as well. And our chance to hit is absolute shite. So we'll be fine, though. It's not that big of a deal. Hopefully people actually noticed the message that, hey, we're streaming this. But I have a feeling it's going to take a few days or possibly even weeks for people to realize, hey, I've got a regular schedule on Twitch now. You can come watch these being recorded. And you can get them live and tell me that, hey, you're doing something stupid live. Yeah, that's actually a handy thing to have people around to say, hey, you just missed a unique there. Unfortunately, I have noticed, I don't know if it's going to be a thing on Twitch for people, but I have noticed that a lot of the times whenever people say I've missed a unique, it's actually a rare. It's just because I think it's just color balance, but oh wow, actually the stairs is just straight down. That's not a bad one, especially considering it's kind of over here on the right hand side of down. So you just stay back there. So now we're gonna have to deal with the lightning guys. I got lightning guys, and there's a lot of you, so we need to get rid of you relatively. Thankfully, the holy fire is doing its work for us. Good god. Yeah, that's good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go around the outside. What I usually do whenever I'm looking for the waypoints is I'll go around the outside, and if I get to the quest pop-up, I will kind of veer my path so I don't trigger him. But since we're going to be killing him anyway, oh geez, yeah, these guys hurt just a little bit. We're on players 1, but we don't have good fire resist, so I need to be a little bit more cautious with that. And we also need to get gold, because we're going to be using a lot of repairs. So, and we're going to need to buy potions probably quite a bit, and revive the mercenary quite a bit, because we do have him bugged for this, by the way. I went to Act 1 Inner Cloister, bugged him up, so that only the range guys can actually see him. So it's not going to be that big of a deal. We should be getting probably a level today as well, which would be kind of nice. Flawed Topaz, definitely better than the chipped we've got. I am saving up for the topazes so I can actually get a 2 or 3 socket helmet and end up making it into something for us to, ouch, making it into something for me to magic find off screen with, or possibly magic find on stream with. I don't usually show that off anymore whenever I'm grinding up in between episodes. That's just because I personally find it boring to watch, but I might show it off a little bit on the stream. I don't think I'm going to make episodes out of it because, like I said, I don't think it makes for good content. I think the actual acts and stuff like that do, because it gives you an idea of, hey, I found just this basic stuff. What do I need to actually get through? Just a little bit of zeal and a little bit of love. And Mercenary, thank you for covering that guy, because that really did actually help out quite a bit. We take a ton of damage from elemental damage still because we just don't have the resistances there. Only thing that doesn't scar me for life is going to be our poison resist. So, yeah. And I'm not, the reason, if you're coming from YouTube, I'm going to mention the reason I'm not putting the link in the little, comment thing, the community tab where I have been posting these updates, is because I don't really think I think providing a link there would be kind of, not skeezy, but it would be a little bit too close to the edge. I'm just basically giving updates as to what's going on with it by posting that there. So you all get to just die. I might start putting a pinned comment at the top of the latest Diablo 2 episode saying that, hey, we're streaming live as well, but then you might get spoilers for future episodes, so to each their own. This guy's going to be slow as hell to kill because we're going to have to bleed him out. That's one downside, but we should be okay. Let's nuke his wall just real quick, and then we'll get down, and we should be able to get to Diablo today. Just saying. Diablo is going to be a relatively easy one to get through. Oh, yeah. Hi, Iswal. We'll talk to you. There you go. We'll get 2 skill points off of him. Ooh, a Talon. Not useful at all to me, but not a bad rune to find. If you're going through early, you generally do need to be saving any runes that you find. Tals, Rawls, Orts are exceptionally useful. L is an exceptionally useful one to keep because it's in so many bloody rune words. Well, it's not in so many. It's in a lot of good ones. Let's put it that way. So where the hell is our stairs? We're just kind of chugging along here and not finding it at all. That's one of the reasons why I'll often skip these parts, because, yeah, it's one of those things where I could spend a while just not finding it. And I've already ran out of slot 1 healing potions. Oh no, I need out, I need out, I need out. There we go, we're out. Let's get over here. Let the healing work for a second. And that's what Zeal Lock is, if you're wondering. That and the Zeal Lock, there's 2 types of Zeal Lock that I kind of just don't differentiate between. Zeal Lock where you are just stuck attacking and dying, and Zeal Lock where you are stuck swinging at thin air. And the swinging at thin air one is obviously worse, but yeah. Not that much worse. Because as you can see there, I was running out of life because I was getting just bombarded from like pretty much every direction and couldn't escape, so I was stuck there swinging. And thankfully, it didn't nuke me, but yeah, most of these guys die relatively quickly, so let's grab those. I'm looking for a hole in the ground. I don't really need to worry too much about the rest of this stuff. Like, the waypoint is nice, but I don't need to worry about the rest of the stuff in this area. I'm just looking for a hole in the ground that will indicate where the stairs and the waypoint is. And it's a very specific type of hole in the ground. We can't just work with any hole in the ground, no. We need the right one. As opposed to the left hole in the ground. Ew. Why do you have 2 holes? Well, because I can. And it's going to be kind of in the middle of the area. I am kind of surprised we haven't seen any of the glass panes. If I remember correctly, they do spawn. They might spawn in the... I forget where they spawn. But I keep meaning to point them out whenever I see them, but I always forget when I do see them. Because they're kind of a unique thing. They're kind of like the statues. And that is going to be not our hole in the ground, unfortunately. But they're kind of like the statues on the way to the... Ooh, that might be actually better than what we've got. On the way to Chaos Sanctuary. That is not better than what we've got. It's way higher damage, but it is ethereal and can't be repaired. We'll go ahead and just break it. We'll break it on faces. Because why not? We can smash things into things. It's cool. I am perfectly happy with that. Now, you may notice I'm going to be slowing down my commentary while I'm doing these. That's because I am practicing. I've mentioned it before, but mostly whenever I've been doing more narrative games, that I'm trying to slow down my commentary a little bit, and get a little bit more relaxed with it, be less shoutcasty and more like normal LPer situation going on there. It's going to take a while because as the silence creeps in, my voice gets like ready to go. And I just start motor mouthing to make up. So, and this is not actually much better than what we had. I think it might actually be worse than what we had, but not by much. We're gonna break this though. It's not gonna be worth any money regardless. So, hey, there's our hole in the ground, and it doesn't look like an ass. So, let's come in here. We do need to repair this because we are going to have to switch off of that stealth axe. Hello. The ethereal stealth axe, yeah, it's worth 1,000 gold. Whoop-de-doo. It pays for our repairs. Do we have anything in here that we need? It doesn't look like it. No. We do have slightly better resist than we had. That's at least a plus. Let's get rid of the junk ones. Fill up with those. We'll even get rid of these. We'll get rid of the eth just for some money. That can go there, and let's go ahead and fill up on these. I think we'll go with just a full stack there. Yeah, just boop, 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 and boop. We are keeping the cold charm just for a little bit of extra cold damage. If you're wondering why I keep a 1 to 2 damage cold damage charm, it's because it can actually prove useful. It slows the enemies, it provides a few seconds of relief, works well with the zeal, so yay. Let's just keep going. So River of Flame, whatever. Wonder what that... Okay, that went away. Okay. There was an alert, and then it just disappeared. It was an alert on Twitch, but it went away. Oh, I think I see what it might have been. We dropped a bunch of frames. Sorry about that. Thankfully, the local recording is left completely alone. I record locally and on Twitch, so the version on Twitch may have little stutters, like if the internet kind of hiccups or something like that. But for me, it's going to be fairly clean. We're gonna have a fairly clean one just sitting here. I probably should have bought more scrolls. So we're gonna... I think we're gonna go for the waypoint first. Unless... We'll check this one, because this could be the Mr. Happy up here. Smash the Soulstone situation. I wouldn't mind some rare rings as well. All of you can just get the bugger off of me. There you go. And low MF, like low Magic Find, is kind of effective. You'll notice that whenever we get up into the 100 Magic Find range, I stopped adding Magic Find gear. I stopped, like, putting it on over certain other things. That's because as you start getting up there, around 250%, you start having, like, a severe penalty where even, say, a Magic Find small charm may not be worth it. It may not actually give you an effective unique find boost. So, let's see. Are these rings any good? Damage reduction, 2% mana steal, and craftsmanship. Not better than what we got. We've got attack rating. Attack rating is king. Now, what we could do with this, after we kill these bastards... Hi, Erdars. Now, if you're having trouble with a Summoner Necromancer, by the way, and this was a discussion that recently cropped up, get Revive and get these guys. If I remember correctly... I don't remember whether they get Crushing Blow, but they have Bash, which is pretty useful. So, Fire Resist 17, I think we're better off with the Resist All. But, yeah, 3 rings make a amulet, and vice versa. 3 amulets make a ring. So, we're just going to keep moving right. I really do think we might actually find the big, nasty Mephisto up here. Ooh, and there's an experience shrine. Yes, we're going to grab it before we start killing guys. Now, we are on players 1, so we're not getting a ton of experience, but we'll be able to kind of chug our way through here. And did we? We did not grab it. Well, damn. There we go. Our experience teaches us well. So we're going to go up here. I'm hoping... Now I actually really am hoping this is going to be Mephisto, because he's going to be worth a decent amount of experience. So, quest log, see Tyrael for reward. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, sweet. So, we can beat the crap out of all these guys, and then we can just tank you. Yeah, you're going to hurt me a little bit, but you are not amp damage, so that's not going to hurt me at all. As far as getting the... whatchamacallit, the experience from him. Keeping the shrine up. So, I am kind of disappointed with the number of enemies. I was expecting there to be a few more up here. Now, speaking of a few more enemies, I would actually like to get a... let's go ahead and equip that. We're going to be wasting the rest of the experience shrine, if you guys are wondering. But I would like to get the mod, the randomizer, and set it up to where I have... Oh, we could get Rowlort Talon a shield now. We also have a diamond there. But I would like to kind of set it up to where... Phrase... brain fart, where I could do basically an ultra hardcore run, do a hardcore character with 100 times enemies. I mentioned it in, I believe, the previous episode, so it's not something that I haven't mentioned before, but I haven't mentioned it relatively early. This one's not relatively early. This is still about 15 minutes into it. I need to start mentioning stuff like that at the very beginning of the episode. That would probably be a smarter idea. Just saying. So, more healing potions? Absolutely. We'll even take the juvie. Okay, so we are poisoned currently. That's not a big deal. Well, it just means we're going to have to heal more often. But we still have our experience shrine at least. So that'll last a little while. And one thing that you don't want to do whenever you have an experience shrine is drop out cleansing. Cleansing is not a good thing for that because it reduces the length of the shrines. Same for, if I remember correctly, Fade does the same thing. Or it reduces the length of shrines. Anything that reduces the length of curses reduces your shrine length. Because guess what? It's considered a curse. That's why curses override it, because you can only have one curse active at a time. I'm trying to think what else. There is like a double layer of thing where there are curses that apply like to a mid-level. It's very hard to explain, but basically you can have a curse on you and have like inner sight and stuff. At least I think inner sight doesn't override it. It's a chest one. But yeah, it's a little bit weird, a little bit awkward if you are using like a kind of weird barbarian that has curses on wands. That is something that can actually work together. So I don't think an Amazon would usually have that, except you might have possibly a source of amp damage on the alt. But I'm not entirely... I'm trying to think if there would be anything like that. I'm just mentally going through different builds. And that would honestly be... I'm going to swap that in there. We can use that for vigor. For vigor! Do we really want... let's not even bother with the faster cast. We can gamble some more faster casts, or I can transfer on a faster cast. And we'll just start rotating these through, trying to get better rings and stuff. Deposit. Thank you. Do need to repair each time we come up here, because, well, we're using a flail. A flail is not pretty.
What do you need?
So, bonk. There you go. Good job. Good job, Nappa. River of Flame. So, yeah, we're going to get Diablo today. Even if it takes a little while extra, we'll get him today. So, Mephisto and Diablo in the same episode. Always a wonderful thing. The situation that generally we aren't going to be able to do that in Nightmare unless we kind of set things up beforehand, but right now it's pretty good, and thankfully we've got them on the bridge. Otherwise the Urdars would overwhelm us, and our mercenary is helping out a little bit because he's still invisible. We did get our level up, and I forgot to talk to Tyrael while I was up there. I am gonna even burn the town portal so I don't have to walk back. So give me my skill points. Thank you. Let's see, tree-wise, that's going to put us with 1, 2, 3. That puts us at max Holy Fire. So we're maxed up on that. We're going to be going for Resist Fire next. And I think, yeah, we'll just keep going life. We're not going to need a lot of strength on this character to get through the rest of normal difficulty. We have enough for a plated belt. We might find a better plated belt is the only thing that might change. Although... it's a rare with replenished life, poison resist, and faster hit recovery. Not a lot can really beat that in normal. As you get into higher difficulties, yeah, but normal, not so much. So, nothing too amazing as far as the item drops go. Now, one thing worth noting, and I for some reason it reminded me there, if I actually do an assassin, I'll probably mention this again, but if you're looking for rare claws, I know I did identification on all of them. If you're looking for rare claws and you're looking for +5s, you don't want to bother picking up the like any normal claws or any of the first half of nightmare claws, like as far as their types, because they can't actually spawn the skills on it. Only the later ones can. So if you actually want claw mastery or something like that, you have to do a degraded roll for your like rare rolls. So you want to roll it down from like a rare item. I don't think you can do it with magic. I think magic can only go down so low. But with a rare item, re-rolling it, you can drop it down to low enough level that you could get the plus skills for like claw mastery and stuff like that. It's just kind of a chintzy little thing that you have to do. I don't remember whether there are any low-level assassin skills that are banned skills. For like the Paladin, there are skills that aren't supposed to spawn. They can, but they're not supposed to, so they get kind of like banned back. So, like the Holy Shield on a Scepter is not supposed to be able to spawn unless it fails a roll, I think it's 5 or 6 times, which is quite uncommon. And a lot of people don't pick up like magic ones, so you see them even less, like magic scepters and stuff like that. They usually only pick up ones that can become rune words, like a Caduceus, or a... well, that's pretty much the main one that people would pick up, would be a Caduceus that you can turn into a high-level rune word. As far as me, I am getting my ass handed to me here because there's a boss in there that's causing damage. Oh, no, it's not a boss. It's the Oblivion Knight up there. Hi, guy. And this Experience Shrine is probably not going to last very long, so I'm going to try to grab it in the middle of these guys. Out of the way. Run, you fool. Fly. It is not worth that trouble. There you go. Fly, you fool. Yeah, I have really shit fire resist right now, so we're just going to have to truck through it and hope for the best and grab all the healing potions we can find. There we go. This will probably last about 3 seconds because Oblivion Knights. Unless we get lucky and just come across a bunch of the Venom Lords. Now, I'm going to go do the hardest boss first. That's just because I want to get it out of the way early. We are getting Diablo in this episode. We will probably get through normal in this recording session. I probably won't go into Nightmare. I'll probably switch over to Titan Quest after we get through normal. Because I don't like getting too far ahead on these. I do sometimes record a little bit ahead just to get like the next run started, but lately I've just been pretty bad about like not getting too far ahead. That way I can like listen to commentaries and stuff like that, and ideas as far as like what they'd want to see further on in the episode. And we just lost all of our mana. I mean, that's not necessarily always a bad thing. Come on, you guys spawn in. Oh, yep. Hardest boss for me. And I need to rebug my mercenary. But at least we got there, so yay. That's the downside to having shit fire resist. So, Inner Cloister. And that's one reason why I don't do hardcore speedruns unless I'm... And I probably could do one with a Sorceress or an Assassin. Something that I can stay back with. But Paladin, Barbarian, hell no. I can't handle manipulating the enemies enough. There are people who are amazing at it. I am not one of them. So, did we have... Nope, we didn't have a town portal up. So we've got to run our happy asses up there. I probably should have kept that Vigor scepter off my hands. So, because now we can't use it to run back. That would have been the main use for it. I picked up something I didn't want to pick up there. Yuck. I want the healing potions. That's pretty much the only thing that's worthwhile to me. So since our mercenary is not spottable by the big uglies down there, the Balrogs, we are probably going to have him try to fight them for us. We can kite them. Unfortunately, he's extra fast, so we kind of do need that vigor to kite them around. So, yay. This is probably going to be one of the most death runs that I've had in a long time. It's just, I'm just not doing well with paying attention to that at the same time. So let's grab this and put up a town portal there, just in case, because I have a feeling it's going to happen. I have a feeling I can almost guarantee it's going to happen. I'm going to get charged by them again, and I'm going to die. So you are first one. Probably should have actually left our mercenary unbugged, now that I think about it. There you go, there's one down. Mercenary, come get this. Another one. That guy. Okay, so we can lure them off. They're not too bad, but eh. Come on, mercenary. Oh, he's bleeding. Sweet. What did I pick up? I keep picking up shit. But we should have done this at the very beginning. Just lure them off into little tiny groups and just been happy with that. But alas, my ass, we did not. So mercenary, get these guys. Yep, as long as we keep out of their little fire stream, we're fine. Their physical damage does not do much to me. Now, I have to say, Diablo, for the Paladin, actually gets easier as we get into the higher difficulties. So, is he bleeding? Yes, he is. Yes, you guys are you're suffering from fire damage as you charge at me. It's fine. So we've got the big guy following us. So let's go. Where is our body? There's our body, way down there. I did not run nearly fast enough to get away from him. There we go. And now we can just start beating the crap out of them. There. Get the hell out of dodge. Run away. Mercenary, you do your job. I will do mine. Which is run away like a chicken and keep him alive. That's my entire job, is keeping the mercenary alive. I don't care about keeping me alive too much. Yeah, we lose some gold on it, but look, we got it back. Nice. Let's see. Splint mail would probably sell for some money. We'll probably use it. And we've got an actual boss mob down there. Sweet. And hey, we've got prayer back again. Now, the prayer is not going to help us very much because, you know, mercenary. Your mercenary prayer is relatively low. So let's go ahead and beat the crap out of them. Let's see. That should be a safe portal for a while. And I'm just going to keep that armor on me. I'm not going to bother selling it right away. Simply because I'll use it next time I go to town. And I'm not going to town right away, but I will relatively soon. Oh, did they just life tap me? Yeah, they life tap me. Life tap, probably the most useless thing they could cast on me. Because a lot of the enemies around here don't do physical damage, but I appreciate that they took away their Iron Maiden. That was probably the most annoying thing about the Act 4 for pretty much any melee character or anybody who is trying to keep their mercenary alive, was just the Iron Maiden would just totally destroy you. That's one reason why a lot of older players, if they still have their old characters on Battlenet, end up with a lot of low-end insights. I use them for just leveling purposes, but the reason why you had low-end insights was so he wouldn't kill himself with Iron Maiden, because he wouldn't do enough damage. So grab that, please. I'm clicking on you. Why can't we hit the seal? There we go. How many times does it take to open to get to the center of that Tootsie Pop? There we go. That's the reference I was trying to get at. So you guys are up there being dicks, probably. Yeah, he can go after them. Now, they are fanaticism, but since Mercenary's bugged, he doesn't get targeted by them. He only gets targeted by Desace, because Desace is ranged. Ranged characters can see him. Oh, he already killed Desace. Nice. Thank you. Double axe may be better. We are looking for a better weapon, but can't really guarantee we're going to get it. That can go away. Great sword. That can go away as well. So this will actually have vigor. So we have slightly faster run walk. Actually, it doesn't seem to be doing anything for us. Let's try that again. Level 1 vigor should give us at least a little bit of a boost. Let's see, 13%. And switch. It's a little bit, like maybe a hair faster. For some reason I remember vigor being a lot better as a 1.1. It might be because plus skills. It's one of those things that I very rarely invested in unless I was on my way down to the redemption, which is actually a lovely skill. For those of you that need full rejuves but can't seem to keep them in stock, just grab 1 point in redemption. Sure, it's several points to invest to get to it, but it does work. And it is basically a full rejuve after you've killed a whole group of enemies, so it can speed you up through stuff. It's one reason why I love Phoenix on some characters, because it comes with redemption. Just a natural one already on you. And I'm scratching my back real quick. Oh, there we go. So, yay. Nothing good dropped there, so we've got big uglies here. These are just going to steal all of our mana. They're not going to be too much of a danger as far as the raw damage, although I keep forgetting he's immune to fire. So he's just going to sit there and eat that for a while. Thankfully, we do okay damage. And they're going to keep all of our mana down, which is fine. There you go. We've got mana potion. We'll take the healing potions. Do we need more healing potions is the real question. I think we will, because this is normal Diablo. His lightning hits point blank. So we are going to need more healing potions. Hello. Repair all equipment. Yeah, we'll identify that, because that should go up to, yeah, enough to justify it. Trying out different Diablo 2 mod. You mean the Project Diablo 2, or which one? Because there are a few out there right now. The most popular ones are Median XL, Project Diablo 2. I think there's one other one that I'm forgetting. Like, as far as, like, actual mods, not just gear mods, or... I mean, not gear mods, stash mods and stuff like that, like Pluggy. I am thinking about doing the randomizer and having it be, like, 100 times enemies, just to see how well I fare on that, which would probably be absolutely terrible. Project Diablo 2 does interest me. I do think it's overhyped, but that's probably the main one I would try right now. It looks like it does address some of the balance issues from the original game. It makes bone necromancers actually useful, as opposed to just kind of okay. It does make Holy Bolt good as well, and it makes summoners a little bit more viable too. There's a lot of weird things in it, and the thing it does for melee characters is it adds splash, which is something that a few mods have done before, but I think it does it well, just looking at it through other people playing it. So now I'm going to have to concentrate on fighting Diablo. He's going to be a pain in the butt, so yay, because I'm going to have to try to get out of his range whenever he does that, because that's going to hurt like a truck. Because we are Mr. Melee. Oh, I could show off... I was going to say I could show off cheesing him, but unfortunately, dipshit died. Yeah, the path of Project Diablo is... That's the main drawback of it, is it's an always online requirement thing. So, yeah. And, come on, Diablo. Can you be nice to me for once, please? Unfortunately, our guy is really terrible at fighting this. Fighting Diablo. Can I please get out? Thank you. That's Zeal lock. I might actually switch off of Zeal just for this. So he is taking damage as we wander around him as well. Thankfully, Diablo is... You're able to do him as a war of attrition as well, if you have a really bad build, which we currently don't have a bad build. We don't have a good build for him. And I could just possibly do this number. Hi, Diablo. Yep, you're mad at me. Come on up here. Get out of the diamond. There you go. That way I can just circle him and do some damage to him. If he gets into like a good cycle, I can probably get him down relatively quickly. But for the recording, I might actually just end up fast forwarding this part, just because we are going to take a while to get through him. It's so sad that Hell and Nightmare Diablo are so much easier because he has the lightning bug. Right here you can see the lightning is like right up next to him whenever he does his little lightning like hose thing. But in Nightmare and Hell difficulty, if you get right up in his nuts, he can't hit you with them because they're just like right there. Hi, dude. I'm gonna take that drink there. And we've got him halfway. I should probably go just bug my mercenary again and just have him just be poking on him and while I tank in the other direction. We could show that off. I think I will, actually. Go show that off real quick. You can bug your mercenary if we go resurrect him. And I could get him in a corner and he wouldn't be able to see the mercenary for his melee attacks. So he'd just keep focusing on me. There is a drawback to it because he can cast the firestorm that he does can actually go up through the corners of the places. Oh, about this bug? Yeah. The trick is you're basically exploiting the teleport mechanic of mercenaries and the fact that the Act 2 mercenary is the only one that can't figure out how to open doors. He really doesn't know how. And since he teleported there, it's just a distance thing and the fact that there's no enemies around. And he teleported there. Now melee enemies and melee attacks they don't recognize him as being there. They don't recognize him as being the nearest target. So he's kind of just like there. So let's go ahead and back up just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put that up there. And while Diablo can target him, he's going to try to target us first. Hey, mercenary, go around the corner. And see, mercenary will start stabbing on him, and he'll keep trying to attack me. And as long as he doesn't get just at the right angle for that corner there, he won't be able to actually hit me with that. Go on. Mercenary, around the corner. Mercenary, go. There you go. Mercenary will get firestormed if he's in the wrong spot as well. Let's go ahead and throw a healing potion on him. And see, we can just kind of stand here. And he's going to ignore the mercenary. He's going to keep trying to hit me with the firestorm and stuff. He's going to keep trying to get an angle on me. And mercenary is getting right in front of him, which is a bad thing. But this is one of the cheese ways to kill Diablo. It can, but see, it's only going to hit him whenever he's like right in front of Diablo like that. And like if I'm having that issue with him, I'll just back him off. And you'll see that Diablo will try to move up closer to us, usually. Hey, Diablo. I know you have interest in me. Don't kill the mercenary. Thank you. But we can lure him around into weird spots and just get the mercenary to kind of nuke him. And he'll just do the little AoEs, and yeah, he'll just go after me. You can actually just have him focus on him like this. It's a lot easier to have him stuck in that corner, though. But yeah, everything will still hit him. It's just Diablo's a melee primary kind of target guy, so he won't actually target the mercenary unless it's literally the only thing he can target. So, hey, don't go running into that mercenary. And you can see that dealt a lot of damage to him. Just letting the mercenary go to town on him. So let's switch into Zeal. We'll go ahead and tank Diablo from this side and finish this off. But yeah, I like bugging the mercenary. It has its uses. It also has downsides. It's one of those things where if you're a sorceress or something like that and you're needing a tank, it doesn't work so well. So I'm going to end this episode of Diablo 2. We will be recording more over on Twitch, so stick around if you're on there. If you're watching this afterwards, probably streaming right now as well. So keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This is Alzorath, and I will see you guys next time on Diablo 2, Seed of Evil.